Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Surajo of Movie Musings, and tonight I'll be reviewing for Colored Girls, which was released, I believe, November of 2010. It's directed by Tyler Perry, starring Kimberly Elise, Janet Jackson, Loretta Devine, Thandie Newton, Anika Noy Rose, and Felicia Rashad. So the official synopsis is: Four Colored Girls weaves together the stories of 9 different women: Joe, Tangi, Crystal, Gilda, Kelly, Juanita, Yasmin, Nyla, and Alice, as they move into and out of one another's existence. Some are well known to one another, others are as yet strangers. Crisis, heartbreaks, and crimes will ultimately bring these 9 women fully into the same orbit, where they will find commonality and understanding. Each will speak her truth as never before, and each will know that she is complete as a human being, glorious and divine in all her colors. And the genre is drama. So first off, I'm gonna say that I saw the trailer for this movie when I was watching a couple of other films, and I wasn't really sold on the trailer because the trailer didn't really explain that much. To me, at first sight, it just seemed like as if it was another one of those films like Waiting to Exhale or whatnot. And again, like Tyler Perry, a lot of his work seems very similar to me, and it makes sense considering, he's the writer of it. So I just assumed that this one would be similar to all his other films, but it actually wasn't. And I've realized why, because this is not actually an original Tyler Perry story. This is actually a play that's been adapted for film by Tyler Perry. So first off, this movie was actually really good, and I would dare say phenomenal. It was a phenomenal drama. All the actresses' performances was great, and I know the title says Four Colored Girls, so it might throw women off, like who might not be colored. I did notice that the audience in the theater were a majority of Hispanic and African American, and I think that the message of this movie far transcends color, and it's a great movie for women to watch. It's showing basically the lives of these 9 women, and each of these women have their own self-perceived flaws and their own issues with themselves, and basically all these women finally, towards the end, their lives converge, and they find that commonality. As I said earlier in the synopsis, they do find that commonality, and that commonality that they find, I'm not going to reveal it, but it's a very interesting commonality. And I was really surprised by this story. It was actually a really good story, and I hope that they are, even if it's just for the story, are nominated for some kind of award, Academy or Golden Globe, something, because the story was a really good story. I think women will find a lot of value in it, actually, because it does hit home a lot. I would assume it's going to hit home a lot for women, because there are a lot of issues that women in general, no matter what race, women in general face in regards to self-esteem issues, in regards to dealing with men, and in regards to bettering themselves and not being so dependent on a guy. The actress's performance was great. Janet Jackson's performance was actually really good, and I thought that maybe her performance was going to be blah, but it was actually a really good performance. The movie had everything that you needed. It had the drama, it had suspense, it had humor. There were a couple of times that people in the theater were laughing, because there was just certain things that would happen that were humorous. That was humorous. I think it's all around good movie, and I would definitely give it an A+. It has to be up there with one of the best dramas that I've seen this entire year, and that's a lot coming from me, because I'm not really a fan of Tyler Perry, but this film is actually a great film, and I recommend it for specifically every woman to watch. And it's a good film to watch from a guy's perspective, because you can kind of see how delicate women are, and how we do as men that they've allowed to enter their lives, how we do have an effect on them, whether we think we don't or not, and it could be negative or positive based on the way we behave towards them. So I think it's overall a good movie for everybody to watch. I highly recommend it, and I give it an A+. All the performances were great, and the story was phenomenal. Thank you for listening to us here at Movie Musings, and please return. Bye-bye.